June 13th, 1944. Normandy, just south of Keene, 6:40 a.m. The morning mist still clings to the hedgerows, heavy and wet, wrapping the countryside in a gray shroud. Inside a Panther tank dug in behind a rise, Oberlieutenant Carl Fischer peers through his binoculars, breath fogging the lenses for a moment before he wipes them clean with a gloved hand. Movement. A column of tanks emerges from the narrow Norman road ahead, engines growling, tracks clattering over crushed stone. Fischer lowers the binoculars and smirks. "Shermans," he mutters. Around him, the crew reacts with casual confidence. The gunner adjusts his seat. The loader stretches his shoulders. Someone chuckles over the intercom. They've seen these tanks before. Thin armor, high silhouettes, gasoline engines that burn like torches when hit. Against the Panther's long-barreled 75M gun, the American M4 Sherman is supposed to be helpless. At least that's what the manuals say. That's what the instructors taught. That's what the veterans swear by. "You could knock him out from 2 kilometers, one Panzer officer once bragged. "Like shooting a lighter," another joked. Fischer watches as the first Sherman rolls forward, turret scanning nervously. He waits, lets them come closer, lets them feel safe. Then he gives the order. The Panther fires. The recoil slams through the hull. Smoke fills the fighting compartment for a split second. Through the gun sight, Fischer sees the shell punch straight through the Sherman's front armor. The American tank erupts in flame, turret hatch flying open. Cheers crackle over the German radio net. Another Sherman slews to a stop, another burns. To Fischer, it feels familiar, almost routine. The Americans are brave, he'll grant them that. They keep coming, but bravery doesn't stop armor-piercing rounds. And yet, something is different. Instead of retreating, the Shermans begin to spread out. They don't bunch up, they don't panic, they move with purpose, fanning left and right, slipping behind hedgerows, disappearing from view. Fischer frowns. Then the radio comes alive. "Contact on the flank! Enemy tanks! Many tanks! Artillery incoming!" The ground shakes. Dirt and leaves rain down onto the Panther's engine deck as American shells begin to fall, not blindly, but precisely, walking closer with each burst. Somewhere, unseen observers are calling it in, correcting it. Fischer feels a flicker of unease. This wasn't supposed to happen. 2 years earlier in North Africa, German Panzer crews had laughed openly at the Sherman. At Kasserine Pass, Panzer III and IV crews watched American tanks stall, break down, or charge forward without coordination. In those early encounters, German doctrine, experience, and superior optics ruled the battlefield. The Sherman earned nicknames among the Germans.
Tommy Cooker, Ronson, light it once, it burns every time. German crews prided themselves on precision, on killing with the first shot. Their tanks were fewer, but deadlier. Their gunners were trained to wait, aim, destroy. The Sherman, by contrast, felt industrial, crude, built for speed of production, not elegance of combat. And that arrogance, earned early, never quite faded. But Normandy is not Africa. Here, the fields are small, the sight lines are short, the air is thick with Allied aircraft, and the Americans have learned. Back in the Panther, Fischer snaps orders into the radio, trying to re-establish control. Static answers him. Then a voice, panicked. "We've lost 2 tanks, hit from the side. I didn't see them." The transmission cuts off. Fischer swivels his binoculars again. Through a gap in the hedgerow, he catches a glimpse of movement. A Sherman, hull down, barely visible. Then another, then another. They're not charging head-on, they're hunting. One Sherman pops smoke. White clouds billow, blinding the Panther's sight. Another fires, not at the Panther,
but at the hedgerow beside it, blasting foliage and dirt into the air. High explosive rounds, suppression. Fisher realizes, with a tightening in his chest, that the Americans aren't trying to win a duel. They're fixing him in place. A second later, a thunderous crack slams into the Panther's side armor. The tank lurches violently. Warning lights flash. The driver shouts something Fisher can't hear over the roar. "Where did that come from?" someone yells. Another impact, then another. Panzer units across Normandy are reporting the same thing. Shermans appearing where they're not expected. Radios crackling with constant coordination. Artillery falling with terrifying accuracy. Fighter bombers screaming down moments later. Rockets shrieking. The Sherman isn't fighting alone. It never was. Fisher grips the edge of the turret, sweat running down his back despite the cool morning air. Somewhere, deep beneath the noise and the chaos, a thought pushes its way into his mind. Maybe they were wrong. Maybe the Sherman was never meant to beat the Panther one-on-one. Maybe it was meant to do something far worse. As smoke fills the air and the radio net descends into overlapping shouts and silence, Fisher stares out at the hedgerows and understands that this battle, this war, is changing faster than Germany can keep up, and the tanks he once laughed at are only the beginning.